Corrigan. I'm a purple belt under Steve Campbell at Stealth Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I'm a Progress Jiu-Jitsu sponsored athlete. Started training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in October 2008. And what made me want to get into it was one of my friends who had already started training, and he posted a video onto Facebook, and it was a video of the Machados, and they weren't actually training Jiu-Jitsu, they were doing what I now know to be gymnastic and natural. So I googled who they were and what kind of things they did, and obviously I'd watched the UFC and stuff as well, but then once I googled and found out that they did Jiu-Jitsu, I just typed in Jiu-Jitsu in Manchester, and then Stealth BJJ was the first place that came up, and I was lucky it did because that's where I've trained since. I like to compete as often as possible because I find it helps me improve my game and focus my training as well. So if I know I've got a competition coming up, I eat right, I try and do more conditioning and things like that. Whereas if I've not got any competitions coming up, I tend to not eat as well as I should. So that's why I like to compete as much as possible. The first competition I actually ever did was in early 2009, so I've not been training that long. And me and another Progress Jiu-Jitsu athlete, Dave Minto, we drove down to the Bristol Open. It's a long drive, and we've only been training a couple of months, and we thought we were like really good. Like we thought we were the bee's knees and stuff, but we were useless. So we get there, and I think Steve had even said like, if you win a match, you can have a strike. You know, if you win the tournament, you know, I'll give you your blue belt spot. And he was just joking, but we thought we would clean up. So my first match would come out, and I didn't even know what happened. The guy pulled guard really quickly, and before I knew I was in an armbar, and I didn't really know how to tap properly. Well, I did, but I didn't want to. And eventually I got out, and then he put me back in another armbar, and then it was just crunch, 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 tap, tap, tap. And eventually I tapped, but I ended up going to hospital, and my arm was like covered in bruises for months, and it was horrible. Since then, I've not actually been submitted in a competition either. Then this year, I got my purple belt in February, and a couple of weeks after that, the Bristol Open was up again. So I thought, I'll go back down. I can't leave it at that. It's a big competition, but I've got to do better than breaking my arm. So I went down, competed. I'd only had my purple belt 2 weeks. It was only a small division, and there were only 4 of us in the division. But I won both my fights. I won both by triangle, and against some pretty good guys as well. So I was pleased with those matches, and I felt I avenged my first competition loss. I try and train at least 6 times a week. I find if I train 7 times a week, I struggle to recover. So 6 is quite good. I'm trying at the moment to play as many different aspects of jiu-jitsu as possible, but I'm probably most known for my guard game. And my favourite position is full guard. I like all the submissions from there. I've never actually won a match on points. Always won all my matches by submission. I really like how Corrigan Gracie competes because he's always going for the finish. He's not really thinking about the points. He's just trying to win. He's trying to submit his opponent. My goals and aspirations in BJJ for the coming year, for 2014, I'd like to, first and foremost, I'd like to medal an IBJJF comp, which is something I've never done. I'm going to be doing the Euros in January, so I'm really going to try and get a medal there. That's my goal in the featherweight division. I'd also like to compete in a submission-only grappling competition, because I feel that would suit my style very well, having never won a match on points even. I would also like to compete in my first MMA match, because I've been training alongside Jiu-Jitsu. I've been training MMA for the last year, and I'd like to test myself in that format as well.